Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Door here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episode 2, titled Shoot for the Moon. Shoot the Moon. Fisk tries a new tactic to lure Daredevil out of hiding. So you know how last week I mentioned the fact that, they didn't do a double premiere this season, and how that's great because it means I'm not going to, off the gate, be a week behind everyone else because I only do one episode a week. So week 2 they've put out 2 episodes. Um I'm tempted to release another episode on Sunday. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to because um with my recovery and my streams, I don't have that much time I can guarantee that I can record in. Like, even now, I don't know if I can make it through this whole episode. So if there's like any abrupt cuts, that's probably why. But, yeah. So, usually when they drop a 2 episode batch, it's because those 2 episodes are part of one big story. So that means that this episode probably won't have everything finalized to allow itself to lead into the next episode. And yeah, so don't know what to expect. The thumbnail is that fake Fisk report thing, so I really not gleaming anything from that thumbnail. So yeah, I have no idea what Fisk could be planning. So let's just get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Apparently, after this week, it's just going to be 1 episodes. Um, but I don't know whether that's 100% true or not. Something I've noticed about this season, it's not as dark as the last one. Because I've got it set on the not washed out TV setting. They keep showing that. And that is part of the reason why I think BB's the one behind the fake Fisk. She may not necessarily be the person in the chair, but oh, she's going to be coming back this early. Or at least that storyline's going to. Please tell me Cherry survives, but even if he does, he's not really going to have much of a life, considering the amount of task force members that just died in his apartment. Who's spray painting the DD? Well, that's a good sign. The rest are coming out in body bags. What happened to the task force member that was apparently a pull from the comics? I think it was Cole something? The one with the really vibrant eyes. I don't remember seeing him past the gala. Are you going to be Matt's new confidant? Well, not confidant. I don't know what to call the person on the other side of confessional. because it's not meant to be the priest. Dex, what are you doing? Hmm. I'm not the only one who caught that he might have some reservations after what he had to do in the last episode. With the wording and the way he lingered afterwards. You really want to go with the Kingpin? Yeah. That was always going to happen. Like, I get the personal trainers are meant to goad you on to push you past what you think your limits are, while still maintaining within safe limits. But you don't do that to Fisk. Considering most of this opening resolved in season one of breaking down every system that Matt's ever believed in to build him back up into being Daredevil, um, there's not really much to say during this opening, other than any thoughts I have about the cold open, but I spoke about what I thought about the cold open. It wasn't even really a cold open, it was three separate scenes. Three separate cold opens? Is that a thing? Having multiple cold opens? Hmm? I don't know enough about the way shows are made or structured. You're not wrong, but I'm a devout Catholic. I can't say that. Except for the fact that, well, Feds maybe. CIA is working with him. I had to take a break to collect my thoughts. Um, Something I didn't pick up on last time is Mr. Charles said that he was from Langley, which is apparently the headquarters of CIA, and of course they've decided to take her in now. And also, the call that was taken in Fisk's office was from Mr. Fontaine, as in um, Allegra de Fontaine, the head of the CIA. Except for the fact that Matt Murdock took a bullet for me. Hmm. Now the power's on him to reveal his own identity. Hmm. You've got to admit, Fisk does have some intelligence behind it. He managed to spin it in a way that worked. There's a name that he didn't mention. Hmm. So that's the footage that she was talking about. I think he might be starting to suspect BB. Um, I was gonna ask, why does the deputy mayor have such a tiny office? He was deputy mayor, yeah, or assistant to the mayor, or except they didn't kill Daredevil. There it is. Is there else with him in the task force? I don't remember what happened to him. Ah, he was in Murdoch's apartment when they blew it up. Okay. Why is it zooming in on the roof? Daredevil. Not Daredevil, Bullseye. What are you up to, Dex? You're saving Matt, you're taking out task force, you're going to church for some reason. You're taking these two out when they were indirectly related to anything. Hmm. Where did they take him? I think he was going to invite you. Oh, they found Gallo's body. That looks like a fake Fisk. Myself? Well, that's probably a better answer to survive. But no, there's no one in the building. Why did they make the point to show three of them? Him holding a different one. Like, the shots, especially specialized ones like that, are intentional. I'm still waiting for the watch to come back into play. Until there are none left. Hmm. That is the quote, yeah? Alexander wept for there were no more worlds to conquer. They're really not good with the subtitles this episode. Is that a task force car? It's not putting it back now. Really? Stores aren't even able to protect their own. Well, you just fucked up. Oh no, people don't like you. Who could have seen that coming? He seemed genuinely shocked. Even the kids didn't. The ones that he went in there for. But how did they manage to get this whole thing set up in a few seconds that they noticed some kids in there who were already in there when the truck went past? No, not either of those two. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, it's just Bullseye watching you. The old Dex would have taken that shot. You gonna take the hit, Matt, or not, Matt? I think she suspects why you want to see it. That's still cooking. Hmm. Yes, that is why I said your name when. You warned me last episode. I'm warning you now. Hmm. Well, that was a very poignant overlay. I think she may did she ever we never got confirmed that she Hmm. So they turned the DD logo into a slogan from DD to RR. No way they're giving us the person behind the mask this early. Turns out they did. And many other people were correct about it being BB. I took it from the whole slandering herself to make her seem targeted. Other people took it from the whole remembering that she said she didn't always publish under her own name. Are you sleepwalking or? Nope, just straight trimming, okay. I thought the blue flower looked weird. Pretty sure you know a couple people who could just punch straight through the wall. Like at least four, five. Forgot She-Hulk for a second there. Because you got Luke, Danny, Jess, Spider-Man, and She-Hulk. And those are the ones we know he knows about. I'm not saying it. I I did, however, think that New Yorker would more say, do they hate Brooklyn or Queens more? I always forget. Nice to see Karen throwing some hands. Ooh, he counted. Hmm. It really is funny that even with a gun in his hands, he's proving to them that he's not like them. Oh, that was unnecessary, Matt. You could have just hit his head into the pole. I just realized that was the Northern Star as the eye in Fisk. This is going to cut off before we see what's in there, isn't it? Because that shot of them walking down the hallway. Never mind. Radio carrot. Go off, I guess. Uh, she always was. I was going to say the most unhinged of three, but no, I think we could still give that to Matt. But she was unhinged in a different way. She was the one who was never afraid to catch a body. She tried not to, but she would if it was necessary. Then you have Matt, who beat the living shit out of people, but leave them alive, barely. And then you had Foggy, who didn't really do anything. So, of course, Karen would be the one to come up with the idea of if they're kidnapping people off the street, we kidnap some of them off the street. It gives you a uniform at least. Sneak into Red Hook onto the mask, get your evidence. Don't know what they do with the. Because that person saw Karen's face. Like, it's not the people out the front of Josie's and all inside who were fighting Daredevil. That one saw Karen Page. It. It. Josie knows Matt's Daredevil, yeah? Like, it. It's basically confirmed. Because there was that thing in the last season where she was like, he didn't take his cane. Or whatever it was. When he left while they were sitting in the bar. Um, they've been living out of her bar through a hole in the wall. Using that to store his suits and that. Um, there was the pinpointing of the audio and everything, like hearing the people outside, the other cops, to let Jersey know that people were there, though he couldn't pinpoint who it was. Um, she's got to know, yeah, or at least she suspects. I really thought that the uh, what is it? What is it when they're not quite a priest, but because any stage of nu- nuns, you've got sisters, and you've got like Mother Superior, you've got the priest. What do you have for the men below that? Or is it just several levels of priest and then the father at top? And then he's just one training up to become a priest, like how there are girls who train up to be nuns. I don't actually know. I think it's the latter, in which case you went for one of the lowest ranking people to try and do confessionals with. I really thought that that was going to be the new Father Langton. Um, but no. Also, why was Dex looking for Matt's mum? Is it because of the connection with Matt? Why did he have a knife? Why did it look like he... Has he always had that scar there, or... No. Like, is that scar from his fight with Matt in season 1? Like, at the very start, after he killed Foggy? Or is that a different mark? I can't remember how he looked when he escaped from the prison. A lot of character exploration with Pal. Like, I know he was a dick in season 1 and everything, and he was like the main task force person we knew because we knew of him before the task force was formed. But because the way the breakdowns for season 1 said was that Cole North was the character from the comics who was translated into the show as the leader of this anti-vigilante task force. And we've got Cole North, who's barely did anything in season 1, got blown up partially, was out for a while by the it seems in universe, and then came back still scarred and everything, and wants to join back up on the task force. There's also the fact that he got blown up by his own people. Like that, excuse me, that wasn't Matt. That wasn't one of Fisk's bombs. Not Fisk's, Frank's bombs. That was a task force thing. If I'm remembering correctly. Wasn't expecting BB to be revealed to us this early on, as I said. Wasn't expecting Daniel to be catching on to her. My camera's lagging a bit. Don't know how long it's been doing that. But yeah, so that might not be as big of a, like, that might be found out soon in by other people. I feel bad for Daniel. Like, he can see what BB's saying is true. Like, he know there's a part of him that knows he's in the wrong. There's a part of him that knows the rumors about Fisk are correct. But he's having his ego stroked so much. He's being fed so much by the people around him. You've got the task force people, you've got Fisk, you've got the other people who are working with them, like Buck and all of that, all feeding him the same information. And then you've got this one person reaching from outside, his only connection to the outside, really, telling him the complete opposite thing. All while she's also a part of another cog in the machine that's keeping these systems in place from his point of view because she's doing the BB report to help Fisk. So, yeah. What? I can't get a read on Bullseye. Not that I could ever really get a read on Bullseye. Like, it's a very hard head to get inside of. But saving Matt from the task force people, protecting Cherry by the looks of it, or maybe that he was just there for the task force people, I don't know. Going to church, again, looking for Matt's mother, which is problematic, or it could have been the person that he actually needed to see. Not taking the shot on Vanessa and Heather. Even though he had it perfectly lined up. Like, it's so much going on with him. And we've barely seen him. Yet you could feel all these things in motion within that one character. And he's been in what? 3 scenes? The church scene, the elevator, and the quick shot of him looking through the window? Like, and also, I guess you can technically count the scene at the end of episode 1. Yeah. And the fact that we have another episode after this, and I could see why they dropped 2 episodes at once today. It's like, so, my comments about how they dropped 2 episodes at once. Sometimes it's because it's 2 parts of the same that they want to tell rather than splitting a story in half. Most of the time, it's to actually further entice people to continue watching. Like, they watch 1 episode, might not be feeling it, so why come back the next one? Whereas if they've got 2 episodes, they can better gauge their reaction towards it as a whole. Like, they may feel more elements from the second one that could lead them to at least watching the third one a week later. So they've got more to base it off. I understand from a business perspective why they do the 2 episode drops, even if it's not a whole story. Usually, if it's a 2 episode final week, that is because it's a big event that they need those 2 episodes to tell, but they don't want to split it up. This is an example of a big story that they didn't want to split up by weeks, so they had to split it into 2 different stories, because this is flowing immediately into the next one. Like, sure, okay, technically, I'm saying that based purely off of the thumbnail for episode 3, which is Karen and Matt walking through that hallway, which I'm pretty sure is actually a shot from the episode I just watched, so. But, yeah, technically, episode 2 continued on from episode 1, in that it's the next day. You see what's happening with Bullseye, we see what's happening with Matt and Karen, we see what's happening with Fisk. Like, that's a continuation, whereas this one seems an immediate continuation based purely off of the thumbnail, which I'm not even sure is from that episode. And were it not midnight right now, I might have jumped into the next episode. I've got my painkillers here. I could have just popped one, gone into the next episode, had this recorded. But it's midnight, and for some reason my body has decided to not sleep yesterday during the day, sleep all night last night, not sleep again during the day when I tried to. So apparently my body's decided, hey, you're on day shift now. So I can't watch another episode. But it's been a long time since a two-parter has drawn me in this much. Like, yeah, there were zombies where I wanted to watch the whole thing, but that wasn't really a two-parter. That was one continuous story told across four minisodes. Not even minisodes, there were regular length animated episodes. I don't know why I said minisodes, but yeah. Anyway, I'll probably be back tomorrow, my time, to watch the next episode and release it on Sunday, because I want to see where this goes. So, with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.